Rural Development Minister Jairam Ramesh says Maoists are terrorists as they instill terror and fear in people. Speaking to NDTV after the deadly Maoist attack in Chhattisgarh that left 24 people dead, including top state Congress leaders, Jairam Ramesh said he hopes the incident will be a turning point in the fight against Maoists. It's a wake-up call, he says.
You described this attack over the weekend by the Maoists as a holocaust, and you said that it shows that Maoists don't have faith in democracy. Would you say that this was a massive failure of security and of intelligence in this specific case?
Well, only a detailed investigation will bring out the security lapses. Clearly, there were some security failures, but this was a deliberate, meticulously planned carnage aimed at the Congress party, aimed at Congress leaders, aimed at our democracy itself. So, it's got implications for us as a party because we have seen our leadership decimated. Clearly, there are forces in Chhattisgarh who don't want to see us in power because we stand for political engagement, we stand for development. But more than that, I think it's really an attack on democratic values in our democratic system. So we have to pause a little, but there can be no going back on the road that we have adopted to deal with this Maoist problem, which the Prime Minister has said is the single most serious internal security threat that we face.
I'm going to come to that in just a bit, but as you repeated again that this is an attack on our democratic values, something that Sonia Gandhi also said, and obviously and understandably the Congress leadership has reacted very strongly to what has happened. But many activists also argue that we don't see the same kind of condemnation and anger when innocent tribals are killed by the state. And after all, isn't democracy undervalued then also?
I don't agree with that. In fact, my friend Nandakumar Patel, I spoke to him just 2 days before this massacre, and he had met the governor of Chhattisgarh asking for a CBI inquiry on the Edis Meta episode that took place in which 8 villagers were shot. So it's not true to say that we have not stood up. In fact, Lakma Kawasi, who mercifully has been, who has survived the carnage, Lakma Kawasi was on the Sarjaguda episode that had taken place earlier, and many other encounters, many other episodes in which innocent people have been killed. Lakma Kawasi has been raising his voice, and so has Pholo Devi Netam, and so have Mahendra Karma. So I think it's wrong to say that we have not raised our voice. We raise our voice whenever innocent people are killed. But this particular episode is a deliberate targeting of political personalities, and I think it's a signal that the Maoists are trying to give to the Congress and to other political parties. Hey, look, this is a liberated zone. Don't come here. Don't have your political engagement. Don't have your armed sabhas and your rallies, and let us be. Now that's simply an unacceptable state of affairs in India.
How do you deal with them? Do you, as some say, treat them as terrorists? How do you deal with them?
They are terrorists. What else are they?
They are terrorists.
They are terrorists. We can't romanticize them. They are spreading fear. They are spreading terror. And unfortunately, the poor tribal is caught in between. He's caught between.
That's a change in language from you.
He's caught between the guns of the Maoist organizations and caught between the security forces on the other. How do you navigate? If I'm a tribal living in Sukma or Dantewada, what do I do? On the one side, I see the security forces. On the other side, I see the Maoists. So I end up compromising with either one of the two or with both, and hope that I survive the predicament.
But this is the first time I've heard you calling them terrorists.
As what?
Calling Maoists as terrorists.
Well, they spread terror. Anybody who spreads terror.
Has this incident changed that?
Anybody who spreads terror is a terrorist, in my definition. It's a simple definition. And the Maoists spread terror. They rule by fear. If they are so confident of themselves, why don't they come and participate in the electoral process? Why don't they participate in local body elections? Why don't they participate in assembly elections? Why don't they do an Arvind Kejriwal? Mr. Kejriwal is equally disillusioned with our system. He thinks our system is equally corrupt and equally bogus, but he is participating in the democratic system. He's going to fight elections.